Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to part 12 of Sleepy Scions, our Final Fantasy XIV Let's Play, where we focus on exploring the story in a more calm manner, sleepy manner, etc. It's a playthrough where we're able to kind of ingest the story at a slower pace and be used as background noise, etc. You know, whether it's your first playthrough or it's, you know, something that you want to relive, to remind yourself of your own first playthrough, etc. Where we last wrapped off, we made a descent into the Thousand Malls of Total Rock. And we pushed through the webs and void sent and freed the imprisoned elder Sylph Frixio. And now that we've released him, we are planning on meeting him in the Black Shroud as we take a meaningful step towards peace with the Sylphs and perhaps a greater understanding of, you know, the more large picture primal threat that's looming in the shadows. So ever gently onward we go. And before we continue on our journey, I just want to say I hope you're all doing well. You know, whether you're watching this to relax, unwind, or just have something soft on while you do something else. I'm always glad you're here, and I hope you're getting the rest you need, drinking enough water, remembering always to be kind to yourselves. We are not rushing this journey. We are taking this journey slow, appreciating the little moments, and letting Eorzea kind of wash over us like a soft lullaby, which is a lesson that we can learn as we make our own journeys through this world and enjoy each little moment that passes. So let's step back into the forest and continue our journey and see where the next chapter leads us. With our champion, Julia Gabagoo. All right, Bascaron, what do you have to say to us? A simple gift. Bascaron has something he wants to deliver to the Sylphs. Say, friend, there's something I'd like to ask you to see delivered to the Sylphs of Little Solace. As this Azima rose oil. There's a gift to celebrate the safe return of the tribe's elder in a token of Gridania's desire to unite. The wood is not what it once was. The calamity changed the elementals, weakened them. Until their strength is returned, we must lend them ours to keep the wood safe. But ours alone will not be enough. We must have the strength of the Sylphs as well. Only by working together and fighting together will we survive together, and the 12s would with us. The gift I ask you to bear is a symbol of the hope that both Gridania and Sylph alike will live to see the light beyond this darkness. Seems like just a quest to kind of drive me that way. So let's go ahead and teleport to the Hawthorne Hall. I need a new microphone screen. Mine smells like dust. It's quite distracting. Ooh, giant gnats. Yucky. Yuckers. Back to Little Solace, where our Sylph journey began. Alright, Alexia, what say you? A gift from Walking One Buscaron? A gift for these ones? Yeah, here's your one. Such a lovely scent. This one has never smelled anything like this before. Walking One Buscaron and Adventuring One are very kind. Know that this one is deeply grateful. Many Walking Ones are scary. Many Walking Ones utter many lies and much deception, but this one is moved. Let all these ones be friends forever. some boots. Well, that kind of changes my outfit now that I look like a pilgrim with these nice socks on. Alright, Kamuxio, what say you? Believe in yourself. Kamuxio wants you to discuss the peace with Frixio. This one has been expecting walking one. This one fetches elder one. This one is pleased to see walking one again. Welcome to the home of these ones. Ah, there you are, Julia. We have just been hearing tell of your deeds of daring do. Well done. Ah, the walking ones who aided Eorzea. This one is grateful. A pleasure to have been of service. Do you not mind my asking, how did your misadventure come about? This one does not mind. The misadventures, as Walking One calls them, of this one began when Imperial ones entered the wood. Fearing trouble, these ones decided to watch Imperial ones closely. But these ones watched too closely, and Imperial ones noticed and tried to catch these ones. Having nowhere else to hide, this one fled into Totorak. Would that this one had not, in Totorak, a sinister one, robed in black, tried to feed this one to a many-legged one. An Ascian? A sinister one robed in black? Why do I have the feeling I should be more worried about that than I am? It's an Ascian. Elder Frixio, we have come to you as emissaries of the nation of Gridania. This missive bears the words of the Elder Seedseer. This one sees. So walking ones of Gridania are fearful of Lord Ramuh. Plainly put, yes, your people summoned the Lord of Levin but once. Yet that single occurrence occasioned great alarm. But it's not as if the Gridanians dislike you or anything. Actually, it's just the opposite. They think of you as friends, and they don't want anything to get in the way of that, and that's why the Elder Seedseer wrote to you. This one well knows and respects Horned One, Connie Senna. Be assured, like walking ones of Gridania, these ones have no desire for conflict. These ones resorted to summoning Lord Ramuh to protect the wood from Imperial ones. This one counseled against doing so, but was not heeded. Against one's wishes, Lord Ramuh was summoned, and all those ones who took part became touched ones. These ones want so desperately to turn touched ones back to normal ones, but did not know how, and still do not know. Touched ones, meanwhile, wanted to turn these ones into touched ones, and did know how. So this one fled to Little Solis with all those ones who did not wish to be bound to Lord Ramuh. Are we following all this? But walking ones of Gridania need not fear touched ones or Lord Ramuh. Unlike other primal ones, Lord Ramuh is not callous and cruel. So long as walking ones do not trespass on these ones' ancestral homeland, where touched ones reside, walking ones will not suffer thunderous judgment. But this one has spoken enough of touched ones. This one would speak instead of these ones, as this one said. These ones desire peace with walking ones of Gridania, and so these ones ask for a chance to set things right. By way of an addendum, mortals who are tempered come to take on the qualities of embodied by primal in question. In the case of the Sylphs, Ramuh's influence has made them fiercely protective of their homeland. That explains why they're so hostile towards trespassers. But what about the abductions? A fine question, Ida. The abductions are, I believe, an expression of tempered Sylphs' desire for reconciliation, another quality traditionally associated with Ramuh. In the crudest manner imaginable, they seek to bring their fellows back into the fold. a timely reminder that the challenges posed by each primal are unique. Elder Frixio, we thank you for making your will known to us. The people of Gridania will rest easier in knowledge that they and the Sylphs are united in their desire for peace. Wishing to cooperate, this one has written down the feelings of these ones. Please see that these feelings are conveyed to Horned One, Connie Senna. And with that, I believe we can lay the matter of Ramuh to rest. That Sylph Elder's very reasonable, I must say. You could learn a lot from him. Was that a jibe? If so, I feel it only fair to observe that one of us wouldn't recognize reason if it punched her on the nose. Did I say fair? I meant reasonable? Ooh, they're flirting. Anyway, we're going to head back to the Waking Sands and tell Minfilia all about it. You're not. We will be sure to mention the instrumental part you played in all of this, and while we see to that, we should appreciate it if you would deliver Frixio's missive to the Adder's Nest. Elder Frixio, we humbly thank you for your time. It has been an honor. The honor is this one's. Together, let the walking ones of Gridania and these ones find a way to live in peace. Please wait, Walking One Julia. This one has yet to give Walking One a token of this one's appreciation. Ooh, a crystal? When these ones summoned Lord Ramuh, these ones were gifted this crystal. This one would now bestow the crystal upon Walking One as a symbol of these ones' trust. Yay! That means we have two, right? The blue one and now the pink one? 3. I forgot about the orange one. From Ifrit. Cool beans. Gasp. This one was not mistaken about Walking One. Walking One is destined to walk a fate far crueler than this one can imagine. A brilliant light from within Walking One enveloped the crystal this one saw. Mark this one well. That crystal one day will be of use to Walking One. Walking One must keep that crystal safe at all times. Before Walking One returns to Gridania, this one would ask Walking One to watch touched ones. So long as touched ones are not trouble, touched ones will not make trouble. If Walking One witnesses touched ones making no trouble, mayhap Walking One can testify to Walking Ones of Gridania that these ones mean no harm. These ones' homeland is fraught with danger. This one marks down safe places to look out for touched ones. Hold on. It's this way, right? Every time I play this game, it's raining. Those things are level 40. I ain't going there. I was just on the circle. There are tempered ones, tempered sylphs in the distance. You do not sense that they pose a danger if left alone. Yeah, I really don't. Oh, wait, hold on 1 second here. Let's do this. Right. So now we have to go back to Gridania. To the Adder's Nest. If it isn't Julia, I want the meeting with the Sylphs. A missive from the Sylph Elder himself, if I may. So the Sylphs have no desire for conflict, nor do they intend to summon Ramuh. And so long as we leave the Tempered Ones be, we need not fear any aggression on their part. The Elder Seedseer will be overjoyed to hear the Sylphs have welcomed our overtures, and in the knowledge that they bear us no ill will, we may channel our resources towards tackling the more conspicuous threats to our security. You have done this nation a great service, my friend. On behalf of all Gridanians, I give you my thanks. And now, Commander Helwa appears to have more to say. The Sylphic folk have long been friends to Gridania. The mere thought of being at war with them has pained the Elder Seedseer to no end. But owing to your efforts, she will be able to rest easier. Being the benevolent soul she is, my lady will surely try to find a way to reverse the tempering process. Once again, I thank you. Had the Scions or the Seventh Dawn not offered to mediate between our peoples, suspicion and doubt may well have led us into needless conflict. Pray pass on my regards to Lady Minfilia. Hello? Hello, Julia? Can you hear me? It is I, Minfilia. Ida and Papilimo returned some little while ago, and they wasted no time in regaling me with the tale of your exploits. Thanks, in large part to you, And the name of one primal may be struck from our list of enemies, and the Gridanians may turn their attention to more pressing matters. Well done. Yet, the end of one tale is but the start of another. Pray return to the Waking Sands at your earliest convenience. I would apprise you of the present situation in person. Sorry, I've been, in the background, I've been working on a new thumbnail for our videos. Something fun. Something super fun. Instead of the little potato, we're adding our character, Julia Gabagoo. What's this? Hello, Halatali. It's blue. Well, if it isn't my favorite adventurer, welcome back, Julia. Lady Minfilia awaits you within the Solar. Please enter at your leisure. I am given to understand that the matter of Ramuh has finally been resolved? I fear resolved bespeaks a permanence we cannot rightly claim, yet I am well satisfied that the Lord of Leven will not trouble us in the foreseeable future. Your satisfaction is assurance enough for me. How fares the investigation? Well enough. Thancred is sparing no effort. They are many in one, just as you suspected. Their purpose, however, eludes us still. I see. I have been meaning to ask, but Eorzea is quite well? I feel as if I have scarcely seen her in recent days. Oh, you haven't, and nor have I. Alas, Eorzea has chosen to walk her own path. Stubborn girl, but you may be assured that our destinations remain the same. And on that note, I take my leave of you. I trust the Baldessian report will serve you well? I take it we can proceed as discussed? Why do you ask? You scarce need my permission to ask. He seems like a little snot. It is good to see you again, Julia. I have been looking forward to congratulating you on your triumph in the Twelveswood. Owing to your efforts, conflict has been averted. Truly, you have done the Scions proud. With that, we can strike Ramuh from the list. So who's next? The Sahagan and Leviathan? The Lord of the Horror has not answered his minions' calls of late, nor is he expected to do so in the near future. While the Sahagan remain as aggressive as ever, they lack the quality of crystals required to call forth their god. As with the Sylphs, we can leave them to their own devices for a time, at least. For a time bears repeating, we can ill afford to fall complacent. As Y'shtola says, it is as Y'shtola says, unless we know the minds of the beast tribes, we cannot predict with any certainty when next a primal will return to the plague the land. This being the case, we must proceed with as much haste as prudence allows. Any word on Titan? The Maelstrom keeps the kobolds under constant observation. We shall hear from them ere long, and you may depend upon it. Indeed, so then, of all the known primals that have been active in the recent times, we are left with Gridania. Wait, I mean Garuda, who is the primal of the Ixal who live near Gridania. That's what I meant. So many malms to cover. Would that there were a more efficient way to conduct our surveys. Were he still with us, we should not long have wondered for a more practical solution. She is not wrong there. Where in the world are you, Chief? But one sure step at a time. Henceforth, the Order of Twin Adder will handle all matters pertaining to the Sylphs under the sage guidance of the Seed Seers. I bid you all enjoy a moment's respite. You have earned it. Is there anything else, Julia? Yeah, I got this pink crystal. Didn't care about that. Beg pardon? A man named Lahabrea sporting a red mask and robed in black? 12 preserve. Prior to the calamity, the Ascians took great pains to remain hidden. Why would they choose to cast off their veil of secrecy now? Gods, this bodes ill. We must take advantage of the present lull in primal hostilities and investigate this Lahabrea. Learn all we can of him and his designs. I dread to think... Eek! Tataru! Tataru! A Sylph and Thanalon? At long last, this one finds walking one in Julia. This one is most dependable of these ones. It is sent by Elder One Frixio to help walking ones. This one is called Neuraxia. This one comes as a friend. Let these ones be friends. Pleasure to meet you, Neuraxia. Speak with Minfilia. Yes, Tataru is as ready to express her fright as she is to express everything else. Not all of us are forged of the same steel as you, I'm afraid. But it takes all kinds to make a family, and it pleases me to no end to see ours continue to grow. One by one, the people of Eorzea are beginning to unite. Julia, drawn to the hope that shines within you. Yet a darkness threatens to engulf this light. Never have I doubted the Ascians' presence, but that may have grown so brazen as to carry out their work in plain sight fills me with a sense of deep foreboding. 33 more tickets. That seems a little much. I'm afraid there is no rest for the weary, Julia. We must delve further into the motivations of the masked man, the Ascian known as Lahabrea. This is an ideal moment to do so while our hands are not bound dealing with another primal. At present, we know little and less about the Ascians, only that destruction follows in their wake. I should not be surprised if these beings are behind the chaos that racks the realm. If my fears prove to be reality, we must do all in our power to stop them. Earlier, I sent word to each Grand Company to solicit cooperation. The Immortal Flames responded to the effect that they have information on a potential sighting. This is intelligence that we can ill afford to ignore. Go speak with the Flame Commander Swift at the Hall of Flames in Ul'dah to inquire further. How you go about the investigation thereafter, I leave wholly to your discretion. But whatever you do, never forget that we are dealing with the unknown. You cannot take too many precautions. Be safe, Julia. To the Hall of Flames. The masked man? Ah, you are come on behalf of the Scions, of course. Yes. As we've already relayed to Lady Minfilia, there's been a sighting of this rogue near about eastern Thanalan. A brass blade station at Highbridge described him in detail when he alerted us to suspicious activity. I would point you to the witness, but I'm afraid he died not 2 days ago, slain by a marauding horde of Kakern. Fate can be a cruel mistress. But do not be too quick to despair. Being situated on a trade route, Highbridge sees its fair share of travelers. Folk are always coming and going, and some among them may well have caught a glimpse of your target. You could do worse than to speak with a merchant named Hihibaru. The fellow is always starved for customers, and he'd no doubt welcome your attention, whether or not you have coin or the mind to spend it. Alright, let's go to Camp Drybone. And mount up. Over here, I suppose, where we're heading. It's always raining. Really pretty. I wonder if it's hot, whatever that is. Hihibaru. Welcome to Highbridge, adventurer. Whatever you seek, I, Hihibaru, can provide it. Probably. You're after a masked man? I'm not sure I have one of those in stock. Oh, you're after a masked man. Why didn't you say so sooner? Such an individual might have featured in one of the many rumors I've heard. If you linger a while, mayhap you'll learn a thing or two, eh? Hihibaru wants you to find La Habrea. Maybe. When the Order of Nalthal began excavating the runes below, I had hopes that Highbridge would turn into a bustling hub for pilgrims, but thanks to the nigh-endless beastmen raids, folk are too afraid to come within a malm of here. I sold everything I owned to get my venture started, and I'm loath to give up without making an earnest effort to stick it out. But if things keep going as they are, I'll be bankrupt before the moon is through. Whining won't do me any good, though. No, for my business to survive, I need business. Speaking of which, perhaps you'd like to browse my wares. Spend a bit of coin to help a struggling merchant? The masked man? Bah! I'll take your bloody masked man. I know what I said before, but the vague rumors are all I've got. If you want to know about them, go and ask the other merchants. Sweet. Thank you for your help. Hey, I've heard tell of the masked devil. Seems he's been appearing not only around Highbridge, but elsewhere around Thanalan too. Enough folk have reported seeing him to convince me he's more than a figment of the imagination, but little is known about him otherwise. Okay. Where in the world is La Habrea? Where in the world is La Habrea? On the trail of a masked man? Aye, I've heard of him, but only in hushed tones and faint whispers. It said he wears a black hooded robe, and looks right suspicious, and that's about all I can say, little though it is. Yeah, I said, hey, have you seen a guy in black robes and a mask? And he's like, yeah, I've seen him. He wears black robes and a mask. That's about all I know. Thank you for that. Have I seen a masked man wearing a dark robe? No, I haven't, nor do I wish to. Business is bad enough without shady characters lurking around. Folk have been given Highbridge a wide berth because of all the Kakern raids. None but the most devout of pilgrims are willing to come here anymore. Poor Highbridge. Judging by your expression, I take it you didn't learn much of use. Look, I'm sorry for my rudeness earlier. It was just that things are tough for us merchants at the moment. The concurrent raids are so constant, so organized, we're beginning to suspect that someone is orchestrating it all. I tend to put my own welfare first, like most of us do. That doesn't mean I'm a bad person. I promise to keep an eye out for your masked man. If I see or hear anything, you'll be the first to know. Where there is smoke. Hihibaru has information that will surely lead you to La Habrea. I finally got some honest-to-God's information on your masked man. Why so confident? Because I saw him with my own 2 eyes. I was out for an evening stroll, minding my own business, when I noticed a column of smoke rising from a cliff over at Thal's Respite. Curious, I took myself there to find a masked man, your masked man, I'm sure of it, standing by a fire. As if in question, some Kakurin appeared soon after, and the group began talking at length. I'm afraid I was too far out of earshot to hear much of anything. After the group had dispersed, an idea came to me. If you were to use this smoldering coal to start a fire, you might be able to arrange a similar meeting. It will be dangerous, I shouldn't doubt, but you've proven yourself more than a match for a pack of rats. So what do you think? That's some sound, reliable information, even if I do say so myself. Well worth all the lingering about you've been doing, wouldn't you say? Okay, so I have to go start a fire? I'm summoning La Habrea with smoke signals? Buzzard! Ripping pepperoni buzzards. Bruisers. It'd be nice if I had more than just 2 attacks and they actually hit worth of shit. Now that I've become I used to like be able to DPS stuff quickly, and now that I've become a scholar, that ain't the case anymore. Dude, there's so much stuff in here. So much hunting stuff. You get storm seals for this, that's cool. Oh, it's a second hunting log. That's cool. Any more that I can kill? Or do I have to wait for a spawn? Unfortunate. Oh wait, there's more. There's more over here. I'm gonna start a fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. I'm gonna start a fire. You dirty scumbag. Alright, so that didn't happen. Whatever Hihibaru's plan was, it was not successful. Say, Hihibaru, back so soon? Were you able to find any clues leading to your masked man? Yeah, I found this Ward of the Destroyer paperwork inscribed with a prayer to the patron deity of Alamigo Ralgar. This scroll, it bears a prayer to Ralgur, the Destroyer. In case you're unfamiliar, Ralgur is the guardian deity of Alamigo, which is currently under Garlean rule. It is highly uncommon for folk of other nations to revere him. I'd wager my last guild that your assailant was Alamigan. It seems this masked man of yours is very well connected. I must confess, the merchant in me envies such a diverse network of contacts. That self-same merchant also senses danger ahead, and darkness besides. Are you certain you'd rather not take things nice and slow here at Highbridge? On to Little Alamigo. Hihibaru has a suggestion to help you with your investigation. The Alamigan bandit you had a run-in with is somehow connected to your masked man of mystery, so it stands to reason that if you want to pick up the trail again, you should head to Little Alamigo over in southern Thalon. Just so you know what to expect, the settlement is the favored destination for those refugees who couldn't, well, adapt to life in Ul'dah. The hearts of the denizens are said to be as barren as the wasteland they live in, and for all intents and purposes, it is a lawless place. Be prepared for a not-so-warm welcome. Now, I'm not certain how much help she'll be, but it just so happens I have a daughter who has relocated to Little Alamigo. Her name is Hihara, and it shouldn't hurt to seek her out first. And while you have her attention, I'd be obliged if you could send my love. Not a day goes by that I don't think of her. I suppose this is it then. I had hoped that you would linger here a while, call some friends, spend some coin, what have you, but something tells me you're destined for greater things. Wherever it is you end up, I wish you the best. I have to go this way. Is that a whale? Weird. More odd jobs just to build relationships with people so they could give me a little bit of information, then send me on my way. Thank you for all of this. Thank you for all your help, Hihiharu. Much appreciated. Ooh, a fate. Men who see ghosts. Nah. I ain't running over there. I'm running to the little blue dots. Found them. Cactar. That's fun. Sandstone golems. Unfortunately for you, Sandstone Golem, you are on the hook log, so you are getting blasted. Alright, 2 of them. Nothing else in Southern Thanalon, so we won't get anything else here. Unfortunately. Take me to your leader. Bring me to your crystal. Let me touch it. Let me touch your crystal. Oh, yes, Daddy. Chocobo. Ihara. Why, yes. Yes. He borrows my father. He said, what? I wish I could be a better daughter to him. It's just that, oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't bother you with family matters, but I'm grateful to you for delivering the message. Now then, what brings you here? A masked man? I'm afraid the description doesn't ring any bells, but one of the others may have seen something. I would recommend you first speak with Gundobald, the leader of the settlement. I must warn you, though, he isn't exactly accommodating to outsiders. Hello, Gundobald. Hello there, Gundobald. Who are you? State your business and be quick about it. Looking for a masked villain, you say? And why should we help you, pray? We struggle enough without having to deal with the whim of every outsider. You are not welcome here. Be gone. Okay. So Hihara's suggestion to go talk to Gundobald was not great. Not a great start. Alright. Giselbert would like to aid you in your manhunt. Well met, adventurer. I am Giselbert, head of security here at Little Alamigo. I heard tell that you had business with Gundobald. Knowing the bristly old bear, I don't doubt he told you to bugger off. Owing to their hardships, the refugees don't trust anyone but themselves. Not even my men, and I can get so much as a word of thanks out of them, despite watching over the place day and night. But thanks or no, I try to help my fellow man when I can, and you seem like a decent sort. If you tell me what brought you here, I might be as I could lend a hand. On the trail of a masked villain, you say? Can't say that sounds familiar, but I have men on lookout for a Malja to the south of here. If there's any suspicious activity, they are like to have seen it. I had mine to take each of them a cup of sweet Thanalon tea as to lift their spirits. If you were to run this little errand in my steed, they'd all be the more willing to tell you what they need, tell you what they know. Alright, so I am running some drinking poos. That's what I'm doing. I am officially a drink runner. You there? Would you like some tea? What do you say? Who the hells are you? I'm trying to conserve energy here, so leave me alone. Would you like some sweet Thanalon tea, which is a piping hot infusion of freshly picked young Thanalon tea leaves mixed with rich old goat cream and a generous spoonful of golden cactuar flower honey? Would you like that? Well, ain't he considerate? Well, thanks, friend. What's that? A masked villain hiding among the refugees? Like as not. Me compatriots as live here about go as though about me compatriots as live here go about as though they're dead on their feet. It's just near impossible to tell what's on their minds. For all I know, they're all up to no good. Why do people in this game speak so dumb? Is it a translation issue from Japanese? You there, are you an Amalja? No? Carry on. Would you like some sweet Thanalon tea? Oh, this sophisticated aroma. It's been forever since I had a drop of sweet Thanalon. I'm going to enjoy this. What? A masked man? Don't know. Don't care. Unless he's got dark scaly skin, stands 10 palms tall, and has the face of a lizard, then I don't give a mummer's fart. You there. Would you like some tea? Shoo, don't bother me. If the Amalja overrun us, I'm blaming you. Or me? You shouldn't have. Sorry, a suspicious masked man? As a matter of fact, I caught a glimpse of someone fitting that description during patrol. Well, I couldn't quite make out whether it was man or not, what with the mask and the robe, but I'm assuming it was a he. He was talking with some Alamegans. I'm assuming he was one of them. I assumed he was one of them. I am teleporting back. Because why not? Because I can. Ah, you're back. So do my lookouts have aught to share with you? Doesn't sound like much to go by. If you're to get any further in your investigation, it seems to me you'll need the cooperation of the Alamegans. For this, you'll need to win their trust, and that won't be an easy task. Gilbert would offer you some advice regarding your investigation. So you're determined to press on with your investigation? Then I have some advice to offer. As I said before, you won't get far without the Alamegans' trust, and the best way to win that trust is to get a compatriot of theirs, someone they respect, to vouch for you. Coin does the talking and all, but the Alamegans are bound by something far stronger, if not as tangible, a common purpose. That purpose is, of course, the liberation of their home from the Garleans. Gundobald belongs to the Alamegan resistance, so your best bet would be someone who's part of the same crew. If you know any well-connected people, you might want to start by asking them. Speak with Minfilia. Oh, okay. Back to the Waking Sands, I suppose. The game quest is probably like, yeah, you're shit out of luck, dog. Go talk to Minfilia, she might have an idea. Enter the Waking Sands. Welcome back, Julia. How fares the investigation? I see. Given all that they have suffered, it is of little wonder the Alamegan refugees have lost faith in their fellow man. They've had their homeland taken from them, and for the past 2 decades, they've had to see it remain in the enemy's clutches. To compound matters, none of the 3 city-states have had the means to take in all of those who are displaced. As a result, a great many Alamegans now live on the margins of society, suffering poverty and discrimination. Would that more could be done to ease their hardships. I fear that nothing short of reclaiming their homeland would be a lasting solution. But let us deal with one problem at a time. Returning to the matter of your investigation, it just so happens there's an Alamegan native amongst the Scions. I should be pleased to introduce him to you. Meeting with the Resistance. Amphilia wants to introduce you to an Alamegan member of the Scions. Your Alamegan comrade is named Heribert. He joined our cause in the hopes he might find a way to liberate his homeland. While he spares no effort towards that endeavor, I have no doubt he would be glad to assist you. If I recall correctly, Heribert is currently between missions. Try looking for him in the storage area. Heribert, what's up? If it is, look how cool this guy looks. If it isn't Julia Gabagool, the Scion's rising star, is there aught I can do for you? Yeah, I need Gundobald's cooperation. You wish to win the trust of the people of Little Alamigo? That is a daunting task, my friend, even for our own countrymen. I would like nothing more than to help, but I'm afraid my name no longer carries weight with that lot. I used to be a member of the Alamegan resistance, you see, but I left in favor to join the Scions. Though my allegiance may have shifted, my purpose remains ever the same, the liberation of Alamigo. Yet whatever my reasons were, I abandoned my comrades, and they'll have nothing to do with me. Now, while I may have no more friends in the resistance, I know someone who does. Her name is Albreda, and she is a resident of Quarry Mill. Say my name when you meet her, and she won't lead you astray. Off we go. Albreda. Look at those pants. Woof. You want me to introduce you to the resistance? Ha! Why the hell should I do that? Just give me one reason. Because I'm nice and I'm trying to help? And I could just use my fairy to kill you or something? Heribert sent you? Grr. That worthless whoreson. He abandons his comrades, his woman, and now he has the gall to ask me for a favor? Simply incredible. I realize Heribert was only doing what he felt was right. He's a good man, and if he trusts you, then that's all I need to know. You see that bloke right there? That's Mefred, a captain of the resistance. I hope he can give you what you need. Alrighty, I'm gonna have to cut this a little short today. I guess it's not too short, right about an hour. Because I am just so sleepy, and like I've asked you to take care of yourselves, I too have to take care of myself from time to time. So I appreciate you all for stopping by, watching, etc. If you have any questions, comments, etc., do the YouTubey things, smash that like button, etc., whatever. And you all have a wonderful night. Sleep tight, and we'll see you next time. Bye.